Thank you for hosting a Malone Field Experience student in your classroom this semester. This brief presentation will go through what is expected of our Malone students when they're in the field, documents that you will see, what you need to do as a cooperating teacher, and then give you contact information if you have any questions or comments. First, I would like to talk to you about what is expected of our Malone students. Our Malone students have background checks done on campus before they come into your classrooms. The results are stored in the Human Resources Office. Our students are expected to be in attendance on any days or times that they have arranged to be in the field. If for some reason they are going to be absent, it is required that they call or email the school, you, and their professor. We expect our students to interact with a professional demeanor. They should not be on their cell phones or surfing the internet during their time in the field. They should have professional and positive speech, and they should dress appropriately for your school environment. Malone also issues a Malone name tag to all students that is to be worn at all times while in the field. The next section will go over documents that you will see as you serve as a cooperating teacher. The first document that you will see is a blue candidate placement form. This will be given to you on the very first day that you have a field student in your classroom. This form collects information about you that we enter into our assessment system so that we are able to contact you and verify our students' placements.
On their first day of field experience, students will also bring with them an information packet. This packet contains general information about our program and also contains a timesheet that must be completed each time students are in the field. You will need to initial that the times are correct and at the end of their experience sign to verify that their hours are complete. This will be handed in by our Malone teacher candidates to their class professor.
The final document that I would like to talk to you about is a continuum of responsibilities that we have developed. The continuum is broken down on the left-hand side with the 7 standards of the teaching profession. At the top, you will see a list of the different courses that we offer that have a field experience attached to them. We realize that as we send students out into the field, that often you are unsure about the capabilities of these students. We have taken each of our courses and broken down what we think our students are capable of doing in the field at that level. For example, I'm going to talk about a section of the chart with you. Standard 1 of the teaching profession is knowing and understanding students. When students begin EDUC 112 or SPED 243, they have very little background in education but are just starting to explore the possibility of being a teacher. We have listed several things that we think all students in those classes should be able to do. As students progress to EDUC 245, 293, and SPED 293, students are beginning to engage in the teaching profession and can do more difficult tasks. We have listed several things that we think all students should be able to do at that level. Please do not review this chart as a requirement. It is not a requirement, but more of a menu of items that our students could experience while in your classroom. We realize that you could provide them with other experiences that will be very valuable, and we understand that some of these do not fit your environment. This is just a guide to give you an idea of what our students should be able to do. Some courses will have items that the students will need to do while in the field, and those will be communicated to you by the professor of that course. One of the most important questions I'm sure you're asking is, what do I need to do as a cooperating teacher? First, we ask that you provide our students as many opportunities to interact with your students and aid you in your classroom. Please give them feedback throughout their time in the field so that they can grow. We ask that as they complete their timesheet that you initial each day that they're in the field, and then at the bottom, please sign to verify that they have completed their hours. The final thing that we would ask that you do is complete a field evaluation of the student assigned to your classroom. Cooperating teachers will receive an email with login information and directions to our online assessment system. This system is called TK20. At the end of the semester, please use this login information and complete the evaluation for your field student. The evaluation is just a few short questions. If you are having difficulty with the system, please contact tk20_admin@malone.edu for help. If you have any further questions, comments, or concerns about our Field Experience program, please contact me, Jennifer Hollinger, Director of Field and Clinical Experiences. My phone number is 330-471-8350, and my email is jhollinger@malone.edu. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation, and thank you for taking the time to work with aspiring educators.